morning, ladies and gentlemen, or afternoon. Welcome to Monkey Caviar Podcast Network here from Charlotte Comic Con. I'm Tiny, your host. With me, as always, Jerrod. Jerrod, how are you today?
Doing good. How y'all doing today?
We are a poor setup, so we only have one microphone today. But, you know, we're going to do what we got to do. We got some guests coming in. We're going to bring in a walker. We're going to bring in some cosplay kids. It's going to be a good time. We're going to cut this all back together, and we'll have a great show. So stick around, and we will show you the best. Charlotte Comic Con. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. We are sitting here with a fucking walker, folks, finally. Kent Wagner here, ladies and gentlemen. Kent, how are you?
Good.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Appreciate it.
I met Kent last year here at the con, and he was amazing. We did a Q&A. Great guy, had a great time. I'm trying to get him on. Things never worked out. I'm glad he's here today. Why don't you tell everybody what episodes you showed up on?
All right, I started out season 5 Zombie School, and that was an experience right there. But that led to the first day of filming season 5, No Sanctuary, working with Carol and Tyrese and Judith. And then they brought me back in the 4th episode of season 5 as a brief survivor that they quickly killed, and I was thrown down the elevator shaft at Memorial Hospital.
Very nice.
I haven't worked on The Walking Dead since then, but actively working as monsters on other productions, Sleepy Hollow, Vampire Diaries.
Oh, okay.
A couple coming down the line that we just can't talk about right yet, but got some big things coming down.
There's a lot going on in Georgia, folks. There's a lot going on in Georgia. You can get on to Archer in any way. Archer is my favorite show done in Georgia. Besides The Walking Dead, you've done other stuff. What's the biggest? Have you got any talking roles, speaking roles? Have you gone for anything like that?
Man, I'm currently talking with an agent, and we're going to be moving up to the next level of going away from background work. My personal passion really is doing monster work, and I love doing the makeups. I'm going in for a live cast this week coming up where this artist, well-known artist, is going to be doing a complete one-off full body makeup, and we're going to be maybe revealing that look by December. Some Marvel productions we've been working on down there.
Nice. Guardians 2, perhaps?
I had a little bit of time in Civil War. I was just an observer at Peggy Carter's funeral. But keep your on Guardians 2. Keep your on Spider-Man Homecoming.
All right.
Nice. Currently filming down there now is the new Black Panther standalone film. And also, I've heard they may be filming. Avengers Infinity War right now. So, and that's going to be, I believe, a 2-part movie, and it's going to be a long production, but it sounds like they're now just starting to get cameras rolling on Infinity War, which is very exciting.
Tons of stuff going on in Georgia. To the show, though, this season of The Walking Dead concludes tonight. Tonight is our finale, our mid-season finale. Where do you see the show going tonight?
You know, I think our typical format, cliffhanger type ending, they usually have something dramatic happen in these mid-season finales, so I'd be looking to see,
somebody's dying.
Yeah, got to, of course.
Special guest on Talking Dead.
Right. Anytime there's a special guest on Talking Dead, somebody's dead. And that'll happen. Well, how long did you actually go to Walker School?
Really, it's a very quick process. And when I was in season 5, in the format for several years, it was about they bring about 200 people in. They break you up into groups of 20, and then they'll bring each group in. They give your group a letter designation: A group, B group, C group, and so on.
Hey, does that have anything to do with Daryl's A?
I don't know. Speaking of that, remember Terminus? It was the A boxcar.
Yeah, right. Yeah, all
A's. It was written all over Terminus. There's something going on with the A.
I think they were trying to spell Negan.
Yeah.
But ran out of letters and ran out of guys. I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah, once my group is called, and I was a C group, they bring 20 people in per group. You go over a handful of exercises, and it takes about 45 minutes. It's a really quick process, but in those 45 minutes, Greg Nicotero is there. He's judging you. He has a clipboard, and he's taking notes based off of your performance. And by the end of those 4 or 5 exercises, he's able to see who he wants to use or how he's going to use you in the new season. And if he likes your look, you'll get more of the hero looks and the full makeups, which is what everyone really likes to be, the full makeup. That means you're going to be seen really well.
Yeah.
Or, if you're maybe lacking in skills, you'll probably
rub some dirt on him and put him in the bag.
But it was a whole bunch of fun, and it really takes about 45 minutes to an hour, and then that's really what kicks off every season of The Walking Dead. They have their zombie school, then it's about a week or two after that's when they start filming the first episode. That happens in June. Well, excuse me, April. End of April zombie school. Filming starts in May, and they film all the way through November, and that's when they wrap the season. So we'll start filming season 8 in early May of next year.
I was excited to see in the last episode they had a fat walker.
Yeah,
And it was like the first fat walker ever, and I was really excited.
Oh, yeah, there's so many questions about that.
It's all skinny walkers.
Don't give up on them. They gotta have them out there, you know. And then also Fear the Walking Dead, a little more fresh walkers, you know. So the potential's out there. But I saw that too, and I was like, it made me cry because it is. Everyone should have the opportunity, and every chick size should be represented.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
There you go. Oh, Ken, I appreciate your time, and I know you got a bunch of people out there, so thanks for coming and talking to us.
We'll see you soon.
All right, watch The Walking Dead. Watch Ken. We'll see you later.
Thanks, guys.
How you doing, everybody? We're here with Jeremy Ambler. Jeremy's a walker in The Walking Dead. How many episodes have you done?
I was in 2 episodes.
Two episodes.
Season 2, episodes 1 and 13.
1 and 13. And you are very prominent in season 1, episode 1, or season 2, episode 1, correct?
Yes, I was the co-leader of the Highway Walkers.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how long was that? You've only done those 2?
Those 2, and then they used me for about 95% of your Walking Dead merchandise.
Okay.
T-shirts, hats, trading cards, board games, pinball machines, all kinds.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Very
they used my
cool.
image for a lot of that stuff.
Did you get a free pinball machine?
No, I wish. I wish, though.
That would be fun. How'd you get into it? What made you want to do it?
Well, you know, as a kid, I always wanted to be an actor. You know, I always wanted to be a monster of some sort, you know, with the influences of, you know, like the classic Universal monsters. Like, you know, Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi's Frankenstein and Dracula, stuff like that. So I thought, well, you know, it would be cool, you know, it'd be cool to be a monster or a zombie or something, you know. Also growing up watching the original Night of the Living Dead, you know.
George Romero.
Yes. Now, of course, that being as scary as all get out, even though it was black and white, it was still really scary.
Fantastic stuff. I'm blank. Hold on. I have a question. I know I did. Have you done anything else besides Walking Dead?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in all kinds of different major motion pictures, movies, including The Road with Viggo Mortensen, Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay.
What?
Yeah, I was an airplane passenger.
Oh,
Yeah. So that, and then most recently, James Franco's Child of God. I have a small speaking role at the main actor.
Speaking role. Whoa. All right. Moving up.
The Town That Dreaded Sundown. I actually play a gas station attendant that actually gets shot by the Phantom Killer. And then just recently I worked on a film. It's called What the Night Can Do. I have a small role in it, and then I also, in that, I am actually doing stand-in work for the main characters.
This is your full-time job?
You know, I do it as much as I can between conventions and acting and stuff. But that film actually has Jo Beth Williams, the mom from Poltergeist, Max Martini from 50 Shades of Grey, Mercedes Mason from Fear the Walking Dead. Yeah, so I got to work with all of them over a matter of 2 weeks, and got to really know everybody, and it was a lot of fun. It really was.
One last thing, if you could be a walker and take out any character,
Well,
who would you take out?
I don't know. I mean, I have some favorite characters. You know, a lot of them, unfortunately, have already been off. Of course, you know, T-Dog was one of my favorites.
All right.
I feel like that they should have let him go a little bit longer on the show. There was a lot. I think there was a lot there that just didn't happen. But he's a great guy in person. Irony, he's a very nice guy. But I mean, if I had to take someone out, it would be someone that I like as a character. And the only ones that are really there now, in my personal opinion, I think it would be Carol.
Carol?
Yeah.
That'd be big.
Yeah,
The walker that takes out
Brad.
Carol is going to be pretty famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. Or the one that takes out Judith. That's the one I really want, is the one that takes out Judith.
Yeah.
But thank you for taking the time out today to talk to us. I appreciate Jeremy.
Absolutely.
You can find Jeremy on Facebook. He's Jeremy Ambler. Go look him up, like him.
And I even have a fan page.
He's got a fan page, so follow his his career. Thank you for coming out. All right, we'll talk to you in a minute.
Thank you, guys.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with John Hairston, a local artist here. Are you from Charlotte, sir?
Charlotte, North Carolina, born and raised.
Right on. How you like living in this fine Queen City?
You know what? It's changed. It's growing. She's a growing girl. She does so much, so many things.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm a transplant. I came here from LA about 7 years ago.
So you've seen it.
So
Excuse me.
Sure.
You know you're my favorite artist at Charlotte Comic Con. And I just wanted to
Super Carrie, ladies and gentlemen, she's the man.
Hey, what's up? The pranks, the performing. Yeah. Best artist here, my favorite
Did you see
guy.
the sweater? Did you see the Christmas sweater? Carrie?
Check that out.
What?
Right, rocking the Prince Christmas sweater. How could you not love
It's the
this
second year in
guy?
a row.
Well, because I was like, talking. Seriously, his art. You gotta watch him paint there, man. Oh my
Oh,
God.
we stopped by earlier. He wasn't there, but we looked through
Sorry,
his
continue
portfolio.
with your right.
Things happen.
Hey,
Why don't
Gotta
you grab
love
a
right.
friend, show us- see what-
I just brought a couple of the fan stuff, the more popular fan stuff. I just do the larger.
It's
prints.
Mario, just
Mario.
full on awesome.
And like my Care Bears, my interpretation of the Care Bears, my pushing 40 Care Bears.
We'll get pictures of them and put them on there for you.
Oh yeah, was that you did one?
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah. They cared more.
Do you have a?
90s.
Do you do strictly the comic book stuff, or do you go?
Funny how that works. Okay, the way that it started, I did a lot of gallery work, and because I was an avid comic book reader, there were a lot of shops that I would frequent. I frequented Heroes a whole lot. And, Shelton would come out whenever he would go out to the gallery crawls, and I'd be out doing shows. And I think he toyed with the idea of doing an art show over at Heroes. So it's like, well, how much would it take for you to go ahead and set up a show over in the shop? I was like, it wouldn't take much. All you need is some walls. You know what I'm saying? I'll provide the rest. So we worked on something. This is probably about, I guess, 5 years ago, and I started doing that stuff with him. The thing about Shelton is he's one of these kind of people that everybody in the surrounding area, like when Shelton Drum talks, like what was that? When he talks, people listen. You know what I'm saying? He's like one of those kind of people where it's like, okay, if Shelton's paying attention to it, then they're like, okay, well, if he likes it, there must be something to it. So like it was kind of like I was sort of grandfathered in kind of by way of Shelton. So like a lot of the other people in the surrounding area kind of started to mess more with me, and I started to do more shows after that because there was a whole. For me, it was then an untapped market where I hadn't really. I did a lot of comic stuff, but I didn't do a lot of commissions. 1, 2, I didn't do like much with comic book cons outside of Heroes Con every year, and I've been doing those since I've been going to them since '89. But I've been participating in them and having booth space since like 2001.
Okay.
So I would start to do them more frequently, and that's kind of how I've gotten to have a rapport with people. Like they start to. I hope I answered the question. I don't know if I answered the question. But that's how I started doing these shows, was just by dealing with Shelton Drum. And, every time I see it, I love that man to death. He's a great guy.
Right on.
Awesome.
What's your favorite character to draw?
Favorite character to draw? Man, honestly, since I was a wee lad, it's always been Spider-Man, Batman. I did a lot of Ninja Turtles. Like, these are things I can draw in my sleep because I drew them so much as a kid.
Right.
And when I was a kid, I think I was, I always drew ninjas really well. I never get a chance to just draw like the generic ninja. Like I always do a painting full of ninjas. I think if I can find a way to like have a legitimate excuse to paint ninjas, I would probably go ahead.
I think
There you
Tarantino
go.
could make a movie out of that.
Yeah, just
I know, right?
Painting full of ninjas. I like it.
like what's the name? There was a Saturday Night Live skit one time with Chris Farley and the Plucky Ninjas. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, yes.
That was just kind of the thing. I like you. Those were Andy Warhol sneakers.
Those are Andy Warhol Chucks.
Get out of here! Where'd you find those?
Chuck Taylor store at the mall.
Shut up! No way. I went to I just got back from a con in Pittsburgh. Man, they have like the Andy Warhol Museum in Pittsburgh, and it's
nice.
each different floor is like a different story of a different level of his career. So it's like early, like college, like professional career, pop rock star Andy Warhol. Like and then like the second to the ground floor is like all his personal effects. Like, cause he was very conscious about how he looked and wanted to make sure.
His image was everything.
Absolutely. Right. Yeah, sorry about that. We got off on that.
Oh, that's okay. We can talk about whatever we want.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's see. Got anything? What do you want asking?
I was actually, you asked everything I probably thought of it. Yeah, hey man, you right
Oh,
here in my
yeah,
head.
website?
I do, yeah. It's www.allcitystudios.com. I've had that domain for forever. Yeah. It's my baby. I take care of it.
You on Facebook, Twitter, all that as well?
Just link to the Facebook off all that. I'm not quick with it enough to be on Twitter yet because I don't be saying a bunch of. I don't say. I feel like people, you got to either be mad at somebody to vent on Twitter, or you got to have like some sort of funny observation on life. And it's like I never get it.
No, I use Twitter for like doing the dishes. Hashtag cleanliness.
Hashtag adulting.
Hashtag Dawn. Takes the grease out.
Right, takes the grease out. Nothing gets out lasagna, or does it? Right.
Hi, well, John, I thank you for joining us today. We're going to put up a link. You guys follow that link. Go buy his art. Decorate your place. It'll look great.
I enjoy it. Yeah.
All right, we'll be back in a minute. All right, how's it going, everybody? We're here with Barrington. Barrington works at Church Street Comics here in Charlotte. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Good. How are you enjoying your convention so far?
Oh, it was actually the first time here in the Charlotte Comic Con, so we're having a lot of fun.
Right on.
It's really, really nice. We're having a great time.
So you've never been to the other ones and they were in the other hotel?
Actually, we're just starting out. Actually, the first 6 months, so we've done a few small cons out there the way, but this is actually probably a bigger time. We're actually happy to be here in the hometown. We're doing it.
What is the best book you have in your store? That's right. I asked a hard question.
Johnny on the spot. I have a few of them. I'll tell you the ones I'm reading. Okay. All right. Infamous Iron Man is really good. Infamous Iron Man. I'm looking forward to the next series. The Marvel side of it, everybody likes. I hate Fairyland for some reason. The kids love that. Saga's great for the parents, of course. Right. We have books. We have Ninjas. We love the Indians. We love everything.
Best origin book in your store. Come on now, you can do this. Come on. You think I was going to get away with that question? This ain't Katie Couric. I'm not giving you softballs.
I'm going to start crying. The whole Rebirth, everything's really cool with the Rebirth, but I'm going to have to... Dang, I'm going to have to do that. I mean, the best one I have right now is Deadpool. It's the first one.
Very nice.
What sci-fi shows you watching? What do you
man, I'm kind of old. So Westworld?
Yes.
Dude, yeah.
We're giving up Westworld. I'm a big Thrones fan. That's really fantasy, but I love what Netflix is putting out, and the movies are great, but I love good series.
Netflix with Luke Cage, Jessica Jones. They're killing it.
Daredevil season 2.
They're absolutely killing it on their
I think it's gonna be good too. I know it.
There we go.
So, you've seen a lot of cosplayers out here today. What's the best one you saw today?
Oh, I'm a big Satana fan. I haven't seen Velma yet. Maybe see Velma, please.
Not everybody's a deputy, man. Not everybody likes that.
Everybody loves Gwenpool. Okay? Just go off the beach.
We will look for Gwenpool. You guys have a website?
Yeah, Church Street Comics and ChurchStreetComicsandMore.com. I can't even say it. Definitely find us on Facebook on Church Street Comics and More. It's our biggest presence in Tumblr, Instagram. We're everywhere. We're your friendly neighborhood comic book shop.
All right, awesome. Fantastic. That's Barrington. Go check out the comic books, Church Street Comics, and we'll be back in a minute. Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with Breanne So Crafty, and I got to tell you, we were walking around earlier, and we came across these pillows, and I about pooped my drawers. They're so cute. All different kinds of themes. Starks. There's Walkers. There's Walking Dead. You have everything.
I'm a big nerd. I do everything.
We couldn't tell by the hat. We love the hat.
Thank you.
Anyways, this is Brianne of Brianne So Crafty, and she was just gracious enough to sit down with us for a few minutes and talk about this. So, how did you get into making geek pillows? Geek pillows. That's what they are.
Believe it or not, I used to make my own clothes in high school, so nobody really knew what I was going to come in wearing because I could sew.
So you were cosplaying as a high school student?
Oh, God. I would go to school in medieval, bell sleeve, corseted, or I'd come into school wearing a business suit with a red tie. Or some days I'm dressed as a cowboy.
You were very popular, weren't you?
Oh, I was the weird co-founder of the anime club in my high school.
Yeah.
Where were you at when I was in high school?
I was in Broadneck.
Geek girls rule. Do you ever do cosplay?
Oh yeah, I actually did at Sabasacon. I did a Princess Serenity. I did all the
Nice.
hand beading. I made the corset myself. I had an entire bolt of tulle.
Nice.
That was 10 yards of tulle.
Wow.
Jeez.
And I actually got a craftsmanship award for it, so I was like really excited about
Well done. These pillows are well crafted, I gotta say. How did you get into the pillows? What got you to pillows exactly?
Well, I started making hats, and sweatshirts, and skirts, and bags, bows, but what sold? Pillows. Everybody wanted my pillows, so I just stopped making everything else and started making pillows. And then I found this amazing store in Floyd, Virginia called Schoolhouse Fabrics. And it used to be a schoolhouse, so it's 3 stores of fabric. But behind it is, they call it the back room, but it's more like an off building. And it is full of rolls and rolls of remnant fabrics from Ethan Allen, Bassett Furniture, and hot rod shops. And
Oh, sweet.
it is my heaven. Because sometimes he has leather, and he has these vinyls, and then both of these have crushed velvet on the back, and it's just like, mine. And if it wasn't for him, with the prices that I get, these would be probably $200 pillows, just so I can scrape out a profit.
How do you do the embroidering? Do you send it out or do you do it yourself?
Oh, I do it myself. It's all me in my basement.
Oh, you nice.
So basically what I do is I'll start with a general idea of the design. I just try not to get too detailed into my preliminary sketches because my program doesn't automatically go, oh, it's perfect.
Yeah.
No, I sit there and redraw everything, and I make sure to try to do textures and color combinations, and so I have to redraw it and also play with stitch designs, because if you can feel like this is a different kind of stitch versus what's down here, there's satin stitches, there's curved stitches. There's
You
lot
do
of
a whole set of like all the houses of Game of Thrones as one Christmas set.
I did have, as a set, thank God I saw that. This is my sole means of income. This is all I do. And so I had Baratheon, Stark, Targaryen, and Lannister. And I put them all on this on this leather, and then I put a gold backing on it. And somebody was just like,
Hey babe, I want these. The whole set.
the whole thing.
All right, well, Brianne has an Etsy page. She has Facebook. We'll put up a link for you so you can find her. Come out to cons, buy her stuff, because these pillows are so dang awesome. And she's adorable. I mean, incredibly. So thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for
Appreciate
having
you
me.
coming out.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to y'all in just a minute.
Bye.
How's it going, everybody? We're back here at the Charlotte Comic Con. With us here is Kenneth. He is a member of the 501st. How do you say this exactly?
Well, 501st is correct, and we're part of the Carolina Garrison. Each, more or less, states have a garrison throughout the U.S., and then, of course, we're in 45 countries worldwide. So we're actually worldwide, so we have other ones. It gets kind of confusing in a sense when you're trying to promote. But basically, we just, for general purpose, 501st, we're all 501st.
They're all 501st.
Yes. The prefixes, if you will, suffixes, whatever garrison you're in, for local purposes. So,
Yeah, it's all movie quality Star Wars uniforms, correct?
correct. It's more or less you piece together depending on what you want to be. We only do bad guys. We don't do good guys. The Rebel Legion takes care of theirs. We take care of the bad guys. But we basically just what you want to be, and you go from there. And what it is that basically putting your costume together, and it has to be 2 movie specs. And the members of the 501st have painstakingly gone about and put it together in CRL, which is the costume requirement list for each costume. And you do have to meet those standards in order to be a 501st member. That being said, is we do work for LFL Disney from time to time. So the thing is we represent things to make sure that our costumes are up to par.
You guys do a lot of charity stuff, tons and tons of charity work, so that's fantastic. We had the 501st come out for a Star Wars night. We did the trivia a couple years ago. Oh yeah, and amazing turnout, you guys, amazing. If anybody wants to be involved in it, how can they do that? Is there a website they can visit?
Yes, they can go to the main website is 501st.com for the main Legion. And it depends on what state or what region they're in. But mainly they can go to 501st.com and there's a section of the top and it's like a location finder where we'll like find the nearest members to you. And it can tell you what garrison or outpost. Garrisons are based on 15 members, and then outposts are like people that own small areas. So it's like 10 people. So they can find members in that area, and they can check it out.
Fantastic. If you're interested in checking out the 501st, you can go to 501st.com. They'll get you all set up. Ken, thanks for coming out and talking to us. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the good work you guys do. That's really great. We'll be back in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we get to sit down with Mr. J and Mr. Cobblepot, and we couldn't be happier. Mr. J, thank you for coming out to Charlotte today.
That's you.
Oh, is that me?
That's you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Do I keep my hands up? Do I put them down? Is this just all audio? Is this audio and video? I don't. What are we doing?
Both.
Okay. Oh, so I keep my hands up?
Sure.
Okay.
Now whip your hair back and forth.
I'll whip my hair back and forth.
And there we go, and we're done. we had a mayor's race today, and the mayor's race came down to a large donation from Mr. Cobblepot. Congratulations, sir.
He won by $2. That was amazing.
It was more than $2.
I can't count higher than 2, so
You should be able to count to 10 with your hands in front of you.
1 hand, 2 hands. I count to 2.
Why don't you tell the fine people what you raised money for today with your election?
Yeah, I did last one.
Okay. We raised money for the Red Circle Foundation, which is a charity that helps wounded veterans and their families.
And why did we pick this charity?
Our good friend Ronald Rossman, who most people know as Batman. He was our Batman guy on the show. He was going to be doing a convention called Clover Community, and it was going to be to raise money for the
I love you.
guest shop I did.
I'm going to sit on your lap later. We're going to talk about the first thing that pops up for Christmas.
All right. Anyway, it was going to be to raise money for the Red Circle Foundation. Well, that kind of fell through for various reasons. And so whenever we were doing our debate during the summer show, it was suggested that people...
It's like you got 2 hands. Look at this. You got 2 hands. I just did my did.
It was suggested that people go online to vote, and we charge money for people to vote, and we give it to charity. So people thought, well, we're not going to. Red Circle Foundation's not going to get that money from Clover Community Fund now, so we're just going to do it.
All right. So when are we going to get an actual cage match for charity?
Hey, that could be what we do for the next.
Yeah, that's how we can top this one. The question we was like, man, how are we going to top this one? I know. Let's just dress as each other.
Cage match.
Yes. 2 men enter. 1 man
Celebrity
thieves.
deathmatch.
Yes. Can we just have a lip battle? Sure. Just do that. Yes.
Rap battle.
In West Philadelphia, I was born and raised on the south side. Spend most of my days chilling out, maxing, relaxing.
Hey, we have to pay for that song now. We can't afford to pay for that song. Don't sing that. We can't afford that either.
All
right, that's public domain.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, well, this is degenerating into snacks.
I want the cookie.
Say hello to the
I want the cookie.
Say hi. All right, everybody, that's going to do it from here at Charlotte Comic Con. We had a great time today.
I didn't. I lost.
And we will see you all next time. Until then, love many, trust few, and do harm to no one.
Caviar!
Yes. I'm not cooking.